The fixture list was released on Friday for the 2023-24 season of the Scottish Premiership, and as mentioned earlier in the show, we'll kick off our defence with a game against Ross County at Celtic Park on Saturday 5th of August. We'll link to the full schedule in the show notes for this episode, but for now we just want to focus on the opening 4 fixtures, which are as follows. So Ross County, which we've mentioned, followed by Aberdeen away on Saturday 12th of August, St Johnstone at home Saturday 26th of August, and then Rangers away on Sunday 3rd of September. James, what do you make of that in general? It's a pretty tough start for Brendan Rodgers and the team.
So the way fixtures go is, if you look at last year's card, it's the same flipped. You'd had those games, those fixtures home when they're away now and away when they're home now. So there's nothing, we can't point to the conspiracy theorists for this one. It's a tough enough fixture schedule, but we're going to have to play these teams and beat them anyway.
True, and I don't think there's any conspiracy. I'm cool with that, but Pittodrie and Ibrox are 2 of the toughest places to go to, so it's a tough challenge early bells.
I have to say, I like what Aberdeen are doing.
Mm-hmm.
I think Paddy might be right on his Celtic Aberdeen Rangers.
I like your man Duke.
Right?
I'd go for him.
There's talk of that. I don't see
that. I would like. I think you see in a team that provides a lot of chances, especially because he can use his body to turn. It'd be well suited to the challenge that we face week in, week out.
I think we're too late to the table because Aberdeen will now just dig in for a premium.
Aye.
The interesting makeup of that deal is Benfica have guaranteed themselves 50% of any sell on, so they'll be looking to get
profit.
They'll be looking to get top dollar. They'll be looking to shift them down south, if not into Europe. So I think Celtic are too late to the table. I'm like you, if I think him and Majowski were huge for Aberdeen last year. The best thing they could do is try and hold on to them and try and kick on, but talented couple of players. But what do you make of the games? As I say, you might want to add Tynecastle in the mix, but it's 2 of the hardest away fixtures you can get.
Yeah, it's tough, but I think Rodgers' first game was away at Tynecastle.
First.
So
was Ange.
Scott Sinclair. Yeah, you're right.
Tough starts are tough starts. You've got to play them sometime. I'm a bit with James on that one. We know what's coming. We've no excuse for not being prepared. It's about what we do over the next few weeks. It's got to be the most important thing, and the level of excitement is creeping up just as we go on. I'm just really keen to see what we do. That everything's building at that Ross County game. What have we got in the tank?
I think Rangers will be playing their last qualifier if they get that far. Just before playing us.
Yeah,
I think that's there.
I think I read that on follow. Did you? I'm only kidding.
But also Aberdeen will be playing qualifiers around about then as well, so we've got to take that as the advantage and the signings we make and the pre-season schedule and all that stuff. So we should be well ready and very fresh for those games where other teams won't be.
Yeah, if Celtic have made trebles look like the norm in recent years, so it's 5 out of the last 7 seasons, but they're obviously far from easy, and it'll be impressive going if Celtic manage to come out of these 4 games with maximum points.
Absolutely. To touch on James's point earlier, it's just all about the league this year. You just have to win the league. Trebles are great. Yep, we love them. Big talking point, but we just need to win the league. Absolute bread and butter. Make sure that you're in the bigger Champions League draw, because that's then going to have ramifications for the tier of player we're going to be able to bring in beyond that.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it's huge. It's so important. Just some other dates for the diary. You mentioned Champions League, Miff. So the Champions League draw takes place on Thursday, 31st of August. The first group games are on the 19th and 20th of September. And if you're feeling really optimistic, James, the final will take place at Wembley on Saturday, 1st of June. Have you booked your train down yet, or are you flying?
I actually looked at flights to Dublin for the Europa.
Did you? So where is that, the Aviva?
Uh-huh.
Well, that'll be interesting.
22nd of May.
Right. Quick question. Is that success, Miff, if we finish 3rd in the group and fall into Europa?
And do something in the Europa, yes. As in, get beyond the...
Win a game?
Aye.
We've got this horrific record, haven't we, of not having won a knockout tie in Europe since...
It's not great, but it's also a bit selective because we played a lot of Champions League.
It's not great, football. But it's true. You can dress up however you want. Spin doctor.
It's selective, is what I'm saying.
Is it not 2004 or something?
2004, a year after Seville.
Something like that. So it doesn't make for great reading, but I think, whether it's Champions League progression or falling into Europa, I think it's one thing falling into it. Let's try and win a couple of ties and move forward.